Hey everyone, Journeyman here and welcome back to Save Our Saints. Today is episode 17 and we kick off our Europa League group stages up against a pretty formidable and reputationally high kind of European side in Dynamo Zagreb. We also take on Premier League newcomers Norwich City. Greetings once again everyone and welcome back to Save Our Saints. Let's go through some of the fixtures since the last time you joined me in an episode. So obviously we made it to the group stages of the Europa League, which means on the way we had to beat a couple of European sides. First of all was Panathinaikos. We beat them 3-0, 2 goals from Thomas Haaland, Maxwell Cornet getting a goal in the 79th minute. After that we followed a 3-1 win at Goodison Park. We never win at Goodison Park, so it's awesome to get a victory there. Jack Grealish got a goal in the 93rd minute. Erling Haaland got a goal in the 43rd, and we caused Ademola Lookman score an own goal as well. Cenk Toussaint getting a goal back for Everton. Make it a little bit awkward towards the end, but it was a comfortable victory in the end. After that, it was a 3-0 win over Lech. Yeah, we beat them pretty comfortably, the Polish team away from home. Maxwell Cornet getting the first goal, Patrick Roberts getting a goal in the 40th, and then Jock Kerr, the Scottish legend that is to come, Jock Kerr, he got himself a goal as well. His first senior goal in all competitions as well. After that, it was a narrow 2-1 defeat against Liverpool. The match stats don't do it justice, to be honest with you. We actually played pretty well, and Liverpool were very, very lucky to get away with a win here. We opened the score in the 4th minute with Erling Haaland. By the way, you notice this guy's on fire. 6 goals now in 6 games for me. And so far, so good for the big Norwegian. After that, we followed up another game like we exceeded our first goal in Europe this season. Michael Zaire will get a goal for them in the 37th minute, but Gustavo Scarpa, Nigel Smith, remember him? Nigel Smith came part of the youth intake last year, came off the bench and got himself a goal on his debut. 16, he actually became the youngest goal scorer now in Southampton history. So congratulations, Nigel. And Jules Condé as well got himself the first goal for the club. And after that, we got a 1-0 win over Watford. We made pretty hard work of that, despite dominating from start to finish. We only got a single goal in the 69th minute. Erling Haaland, again, coming up big for us there. We did lose Justin Kluivert and Wilfred Ndidi through injury after Watford went down to 10 men in the 40th minute. So we made much tougher work than we needed to in this one. But we got the 3 points, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, and that's put us up now to 14th place in the table. Doesn't look that impressive. That's not obviously where you want to be, but keep in mind we've only played 4 games. Most of the league have played 6, and some clubs have even played 7. So we have a little bit of catching up to do. Obviously a little bit of work yet to go, but the 2 defeats are coming against teams that I expect to finish in the top 4 of the season, Man United and Liverpool. So we're beating the teams we're supposed to be and losing the teams that, well, are going to be very, very tough to beat. So going into today's game, we take on Norwich. They are one of the newcomers to the Premier League, led by Sean Dyche, I believe. Yep, Sean Dyche, led by Sean Dyche. So this is the team we're going with. Patrick Roberts comes into the side today, by the way, at the right inside forward role. Every time he's played in Europe this season, he's been unbelievable. He's been very, very good for me so far, so he deserves a start. I'm hoping that Paddy takes it. Elsewhere, pretty much as per usual here, Bertrand, Hoyt, Maguire, Toljan, Gambin, Lamina, Martial, Grealish, obviously Roberts, and then Haaland leading the line. Alright, so here we go. Up against Norwich City. Obviously good to see them back in the Premier League. I always consider Norwich one of the classic kind of Premier League teams. I'm not sure why, probably because of my fandom that I had in the early to mid 90s. Alright, chance here, Pats for Norwich first and foremost. Wilson takes a shot on, he finds it back and lets James Wilson get his second goal of the season. The former Manchester United striker gets his second goal, signing the free transfer from Man United. As you can see, he got himself a couple of goals in the Championship last season, and he's already matched it this season in the Premier League. So James Wilson maybe starting to show fulfill some of the promise that he had early in his career. Alright, here's Patrick Roberts now getting himself on the ball. Toljan's at the overlap there. Lamina to Roberts. Now finds Jeremy Toljan finally. He gets the ball in the box looking for Haaland. He's fouled in the box and it's going to be a penalty. Erling Haaland has scored 2 goals for me so far from the penalty spot. Let's see if he can make it a third. Come on, Erling. Steps up, left-footed, and pretends to keep it the wrong way. 1-1, and we're back on level terms. Alright, so we're going to the break here at 1-1. This game isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. Norwich City are actually putting up a decent fight out there. I'm not going to make any changes quite yet to the team. I switched to positive at the latter half of this first half, and we started to react positively, creating a few more chances. So I'm going to keep the same team out there just for now. All right, first Haaland, second half here. This is going to fall to us. Here's Haaland now driving at the defense. There's Lamina to Grealish. Oh, Grealish wrapped his foot around it. Almost found the corner of the net. Unlucky there from Jack Grealish. All right, 60 minutes on the clock here, and it's still 1-1. Haven't any more chances since the Jack Grealish miss. So, come on, Paddy Roberts. Let's see what we can do. I'll give you the chance today. Obviously, we have options on the bench. I'm not afraid to yank you off. Now, here's Lamina now. Oh, good tackle there. There's Martial picking up the pieces. Rather quiet today, Anthony Martial. Here's Jeremy Toljan, though. Puts the byline. Good cross to Haaland. Get in there, my son. Erling Haaland gets his 8th goal of the season. And he's living up to the hype that I had for him at the beginning of the campaign. Great finish there from Erling Haaland. Good cross there from Jeremy Toljan as well. Get his first assist of the season, I think. It's surprised it's actually taken him this long. That's a great cross and a beautiful finish there from Erling. And it's 2-1. All right, make a change here, and obviously freshens my legs up, getting ready for the Dynamo game next week. Gambin, I'm going to take you off for Marty. Let's also bring on Justin Kluivert here for Patrick Roberts. Not really had the game I was hoping from him. I was expecting more. And yeah, we'll roll those changes just for now. That should be enough now to get the job done and get away with 3 points here, because it hasn't been the best display in the world from the guys. I do expect a lot better from us. All right, so ball goes in there. Good clearance there. There's Lamina. If we get a third goal, that will maybe feel a little bit better. Kluivert is absolutely destroyed there by Tribal. Which is a great name for a centre midfielder, by the way. Here's Stanislas now in trouble. Got the wrong side of Bertrand. He gets the byline, pulls it back, and it's 2-2. Ida gets a goal. Adam Ida gets his first goal of the season. Oh dear, poor defending there from the Saints, and we've thrown away what could be 2 very important points. All right, win it. There you go, Maguire. Good stuff. Haaland flicks it on to Jack Grealish. Now we have time to get a winner. Grealish takes a shot on from distance. Hopeful effort there from Jack Grealish. Expect better of him. All right, for the last 5 minutes, Juan Gustavo Scarpa, see if we can get ourselves a late winner here. If only 4 minutes of added on time, it's looking increasingly like it's not going to happen. And yeah, we're past that point now. So unfortunately, it's going to be a 2-2 draw at Norwich, which is a very disappointing display, to say the very least. I expected a much better performance. We should be getting 3 points against teams of Norwich's caliber. All right, so here we go, up against Dynamo Zagreb, obviously of the Croatian First Division. Let's take a quick look at the group, actually, to show you, to see who we were drawn up against. We got a pretty tough group, I'm not going to lie. As you can see, we're lined up with Anderlecht, Dynamo, and Trabzonspor of Turkey. So this is a very difficult group to get out of, and we're going to have to be at our very best to qualify to the next stage, which is obviously our goal. We'd love to get to the knockout round and perhaps even make it as far as the quarters and maybe even the semis, but we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We have to beat the teams in front of us, and today we take on Dynamo. All right, so here we go, up against a Dynamo. Now we have to be a little bit careful here because we have Chelsea at weekend. Now obviously I want to be competitive against Chelsea, but if we play our best players today, it's such a difficult decision how to balance the team out, how to rotate the squad out. This is certainly definitely a new challenge for me, something I'm not particularly familiar with. So we're up against Dynamo, obviously away from home. Dynamo are slight underdogs here, we're slightly favourite naturally. So as tempting as it is, I want to play my full team. I want to get a win here to start off this group stage. And that could potentially be more valuable than trying to get a result against Chelsea, which are going to struggle anyway. I'm going to leave the team out there. I'm going to take a calculated gamble. I'm going to have faith in my rotation guys to come in on the weekend and do a good job for me. So here we go. The same team, going to line up the exact same way. Not going to make any other changes. We do have an option on the bench though. Brahimi now comes in from Maxwell Corner. He's fit again. He wasn't available at the weekend. Thomas Haaland is putting some very good performances in Europe. So it's half my thinking is maybe bringing him in. We'll leave him out for now. All right, so here we go, up against Dynamo and in Croatia. Beautiful Croatia. Half their team are regens by the look of it. Take a look at some of these regens though, just quickly. Matija Tomek. It looks pretty useful. Regen, 19 years old. I'm going to have to maybe scout some of these players, maybe get some more inside information, because you never know. Some of these players could be future world beaters. Probably not this kid though. I did scout him and he's going to have 4-star potential, so probably not in the future, but yeah, something to keep an eye on perhaps. Anyway, so here we go, up against Croatia, obviously looking to bounce back from what can be said as a very disappointing game against Norwich. So here we go. Come on, boys. Let's get this group stage going with a victory. All right, here's Grealish now running at the Dynamo backline. Oh, what a save that was. Jack Grealish almost scored an absolute wonder goal there within 30 seconds of the game. Jack Grealish started. Hopefully, this is a sign of things to come from us today. Much more direct play, much more aggressive play, because that's what I like to see. I like to see running to the back line. We have plenty of talent to do so. And we didn't do enough against Norwich, so I'm hoping we can correct that today. Oh, chance now for Dynamo on the break. Parika's through. That's a good save from Angus Gunn. And Wesley Hoyt puts it behind for a corner kick. Great save there from Angus. All right. Iongo now is going to throw it into Tomek. Tomek intercepted by Grealish. Martial hits it long here to no one. I was hoping he'd get hold of that ball and maybe drive forward to that left side here. Plenty of space to run into. Anyway, his single in now plays it back to Modric. Luka Modric still going strong. Obviously playing European football here at Dynamo. Getting on now. It must be, what, mid-30s, I'd imagine. Anyway, here's Parika, and he gets a goal here. Stipe Parika makes it 1-0 to Dynamo. Not the greatest defender in the world either. Not quite sure who was supposed to be picking him up. We'll take another look at the highlight here, see what happened. Well, I'm looking at the screen here. Wesley here got sucked in and gave Parika far too much room. A mistake there from Wesley Hoyt. All right, so we can bounce back straight away. Here's Gambin to Bertrand. Back to Martial to Roberts in the box. Roberts! Oh, the little wizard. Almost found the back end of that with that effort. Patrick Roberts. All right, here's Martial now, driving forward. This is what I want to see him do the most. Turn and run at defense. He's got the pace to do so. There's no reason why he shouldn't do it more often. All right, here's Toljan now. So Patrick Roberts gives the ball away, and he fouls Tomek, but I guess the referee is going to allow play to continue. That was a woeful challenge there from Patrick. He's not really in the team for his challenges, though, to be fair. Ball goes long, intercepted well from Hoyt this time. So come on, Jack. Create your magic, son. Come on. Here's Martial to Grealish. He's got Bertrand on the left. He finds him. Bertrand going to put the ball into Roberts with a header. Gets in there. Patrick Roberts, third goal of the season. Gets in there, you little bastard. Patrick Roberts makes it 1-1. Third goal of the season for him. Only little guy too. 5'6", heading ability of only 5. But I tell you what, Alan Shearer, proud of that one. That was a fantastic header. Great finish there from Pat Roberts, and good cross from Ryan Bertrand too. Good build up. Good to see us back on level terms. All right, here's Erling Haaland now. Come on, let's see if we can make it 2-1. Here's Haaland to Toljan. Come on, get a quality cross in. That's a good one. Haaland flicks it to Grealish. Get in there. 2-1. Jack Grealish and Haaland starting to form what could be a dream, a partnership up top for us. Toljan does well, gets the bar line, kind of messes up the first opportunity, but gets it back, puts it in. Beautiful flick on from Haaland, put it on a play for Grealish, and Jack Grealish is not going to miss from there. All right, Bertrand's going to give it back to Dynamo. Martial's picked up a knock. It looks like a pulled groin. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, and we can maybe take him off at halftime and save him for the Chelsea game. That'd be a huge blow, losing Anthony Martial. Anyway, here's Grealish now. Roberts. So we're going to have to go up at the right side. We've got no one on the left. So here's Lamina. Plays it out to Bertrand. To be fair, now he's got lots of room to operate in. He crossed through a ball to Jeremy Toljan. Expansive stuff here from the Saints. Here's Roberts now. Trying to cross in with his right peg, but not his stronger foot. Now here's Grealish. Great turn, great shot, and a great finish. Gets in there, Jack Grealish. 3-1 to Saints. All right, so 3-1 here just before halftime. What a great time to score as well. Obviously, we're going to have to take off Martial here at halftime. So hopefully Justin Kluivert is nice and warm. He's going to come on for him. Don't concede now. Cheap goal to concede there just before the break. Unnecessary, really. Coming from a throw-in. And we just let him just run pretty much the whole length of the box here. And it was a good finish, to be fair to the lad, but he never should have got that far. All right, the break. 3-2 up here, and it's been an interesting game, I'll tell you that much. Let's make a change. Obviously, Martial is going to have to come off here because of that pulled groin. So Justin Kluivert. Yeah, I was bringing on Justin Kluivert. I think about maybe bringing on Gustavo and pushing Jack Grealish out to the left. But I want to keep Jack in the middle there. He's got himself 2 goals. I'd love to see Jack Grealish get himself a hat-trick today. Midfield as well. Lamina's starting to struggle a little bit. Indeed, he wasn't available today. I'm hoping he'll be available against Chelsea. So I have to keep him on. All right, come on. Let's get this second half rolling. All right, so 3-2 up here. We're just going to be solid now. hopefully we can try and fix off some of our defensive problems today. It's been a little bit poor at the back, which is a little unlike us. We're usually rock solid back there. All right, so we've got another injury here, this time to Patrick Roberts, so we will make a change. James Ward-Prowse is coming on to play the inside forward role instead of Patrick Roberts. Obviously, Paddy doing well today, get himself a goal. Big goal it was as well. I'm going to bring on Amati for Mario Lamina as well. He can play centre midfield, as you can see, naturally, but he isn't really good at any particular role. So I put him as a box-to-box midfielder. He has plenty of legs, plenty of energy, natural fitness of 16. He should be able to do a pretty good job as a box-to-box midfielder. All right, time winding down here, and after a pretty dull affair here in the second half, we're going to come away with all 3 points. You'll notice the match stats in the top left-hand corner look considerably in our favour, and the game should have been more comfortable than it actually was. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We'll take the 3 points, and we'll just move on to the next game now. I think the next group game, I believe we play is Anderlecht. I want to say it's Anderlecht we play next in the Euro Cup. Yeah, we have Anderlecht here at the start of next month. So, all in all, this is how we currently sit in the table. We are 5th, 13th place with 5 games, obviously 2 games behind the teams above us. If we win those games, then obviously we go into a more natural position in the table, which I should be looking this season. I'd love to try and push perhaps for a top 4 finish, but realistically, it's probably going to be around the 5th and 6th mark. But yeah, so far, honestly, it's been a pretty good season. Honestly, the most disappointing result so far for me is certainly the Norwich game. That's a game we should have been winning, and winning comfortably. So we're just going to have to put that behind us now and move forward. Coming up in the upcoming weeks, we have Chelsea at home at the weekend. Then we take on Brighton in the Carabao Cup. I'm probably going to put out a reserve team for that. Huddersfield, and then Anderlecht, and then West Ham, Middlesbrough. So we have a chance here to go on a little bit of a run. The only problem is the lads might start to get a little bit tired. If you look at the calendar here, a lot of fixtures, a lot of games. In fact, we don't have a week off until the end of the current month after the Huddersfield game, and then we take on the West Ham. And then, yeah, it's going to be a rough campaign for the guys. It's certainly going to be an adjustment, no doubt about it. But yeah, that's going to wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, remember to hit the like button on it. If you want to see more from me in the future, please hit subscribe to notifications on. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a second save on the side of this one. It's called A Journeyman's Journey. It's going to be the European edition this year. We're going to try and journeyman our way through the European divisions, obviously trying to rise from the bottom all the way up to the top of the footballing world. So we'll have to see how well that goes. If you haven't seen it so far, if you're interested, please go check it out. It'd mean a lot to me if you would. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.